If your fish is biting your finger, there are only 4 possible reasons, and the last one probably isn't what you're thinking, because some fish don't think you're food. Some aren't even attacking. But here's the dangerous part. Most aquarium owners misread this behavior completely. It must like me. It's playing with me. It's hungry. Maybe. But sometimes the truth is a lot darker, because some fish bite when they're under chronic stress. And while you're finding it adorable, that fish may have been living in a state of alarm for weeks. That's exactly what we're covering today. Which bite is normal? Which one is territorial warfare? Which one means leave me alone? And which one is actually a good sign? Because some fish bite when they're starting to recognize you. But that behavior I'll describe at the end of the video, most people read it as affection, when in reality, the fish may be under serious stress at that very moment. If you want to speak your fish's language and actually understand what it's telling you, or if you just enjoy content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Let's start with the most innocent one, because a lot of fish aren't actually biting you, they're testing you. Fish don't have hands. They explore their environment with their mouths. Is this edible? Is it dangerous? Is it alive? Does it have food on it? Goldfish, Corydoras, and omnivorous species do this constantly. You put your hand in the water, the fish approaches, gives you a few small taps. It doesn't hurt, because what's happening in that moment isn't an attack, it's analysis. And here's what's interesting. This behavior tends to show up with curiosity rather than fear. A frightened fish doesn't approach. It flees, it hides. But certain species do the opposite. They choose to come closer, because there's a new object in the tank. Over time, something genuinely fascinating happens. The fish begins to recognize you. Research shows that certain fish species can distinguish between human faces, particularly the person who feeds them regularly. So when you step up to the tank, the response you're getting may not be random. It may actually know who you are. But now things shift, because the next type of bite doesn't come from curiosity. It comes from pure instinct. If you keep cichlids, you've probably experienced this one firsthand. You put your hand in the tank, the fish comes straight at you. Not hesitant, not cautious, a direct attack. Oscar, flowerhorn, Jack Dempsey, convict cichlid, even some bettas. Because for these fish, the aquarium isn't just a living space, it's territory. And in the wild, a fish that can't defend its territory doesn't survive. Food disappears, a mate disappears, the nest disappears. This reflex, millions of years old, is still fully operational inside a glass tank. Especially during spawning periods, the behavior can shift completely overnight. A fish that's been calm for months suddenly turns aggressive. Because now, it's not just about you being in the tank. There's a territory to protect. There are young to protect. And here's what most people miss. These fish are genuinely taking a risk. In the wild, attacking a large creature could mean death, but the instinct is so powerful they do it anyway. People sometimes interpret this as, it likes me. No. Sometimes it's just saying, get out. Now we get to the most common reason. Feeding. Fish learn far faster than we give them credit for, especially routines. Research shows that aquarium fish can learn the pattern of being fed in a specific spot at a specific time and begin waiting at exactly that spot at exactly that hour. This is called time-place learning. Every day you walk up to the tank at the same time. You open the lid. Food arrives. After a while, the fish's brain makes the connection. Hand equals food. And then something interesting happens. The moment you put your hand in the water, it comes straight at you. Because at this point, it stopped seeing you as a living creature and started seeing you more like a mechanism, a food delivery mechanism. This is why some fish peck at fingertips repeatedly, because they've learned that food has come from there before. This is especially common in hand-fed Oscars. At first, it feels charming. Then the fish grows, and the same behavior arrives with considerably more force, because the behavior didn't change, only the jaw did. With some larger species, owners have been seriously injured, particularly with puffers and large cichlids, because in that moment, the fish isn't biting because it's being aggressive, it's biting because it's gotten too comfortable. Quick note, if you're enjoying the video so far, hitting the like button really helps the channel reach more people. Thank you in advance. Let's keep going. Now we've arrived at the most misunderstood behavior of all. Some fish become hyperreactive under stress, meaning they start attacking things they would normally flee from. Because their stress hormones stay constantly elevated, cortisol never comes down. The fish lives in a permanent state of high alert, and the trigger often has nothing to do with the water itself. Lights left on at night, not enough hiding spots, someone constantly tapping on the glass, the wrong tank mate, a tank that's too small, too much current. The fish's nervous system can no longer return to a threat has passed state. And then you put your hand in the tank. The fish attacks immediately. People usually chalk this up to personality. Aggressive fish, but sometimes the problem isn't personality, it's panic. And the way to tell the difference isn't just the bite, it's everything that comes after. Is the color fading? Is it hovering in a corner? Are the fins clamped? Is the breathing fast? Is it eating less? Because fish have evolved to hide any sign of weakness for as long as possible. In the wild, appearing weak means death. So a lot of the aggression you're seeing is just the tip of the iceberg. There's one more possibility worth mentioning. Your fish might be trying to clean you. Yes, you heard that right, cleaning you. In the wild, species like the cleaner wrasse pick dead skin and parasites off larger fish, and some aquarium fish still carry traces of this behavior. Those small, repetitive taps on the fingertips in particular can sometimes come from exactly this: dead skin, salt, scent, microorganisms. Research shows that species like Oscars can become fish that recognize their owners specifically, retreating from a stranger's hand while approaching their owners. This goes beyond simple conditioning. Researchers call it emotional habituation. So sometimes that nibble on your finger is saying, "I know you, I feel safe here." Not every fish is saying the same thing. Oscars are legendary for this. People say they behave like dogs, and that's not an exaggeration. They take food from your hand, follow your finger, and rush to the front of the glass when their owner appears. When an Oscar bites a finger, it's almost always either food anticipation or a sign of trust. I'm planning a dedicated segment on Oscars. If you're curious about that, definitely let me know in the comments. Bettas are different. Small, solitary, territorial. A finger bite from a betta is usually a territorial message or simple curiosity, but a betta that has built trust will swim toward your hand and make gentle contact, less like a bite, more like a greeting. There are 4 types of bites, and all 4 can be distinguished from each other. Food anticipation. The fish is swimming excitedly, had been waiting at the front of the glass, and rushed toward you the moment it saw your hand, opening and closing its mouth repeatedly. This means, "Where's the food?" Curiosity. The fish approached slowly and carefully, made brief contact or gave a light nip, then backed off. Repeats a few times, but isn't aggressive. This means, "What is this?" Territorial defense. Fast, decisive, and it keeps coming back, follows you as you pull away. Color may have deepened. This means, "Get out." Trust. The fish was swimming calmly, approached, made gentle contact or gave a soft nip, then stayed near you, didn't flee. If this is the pattern, it's saying, "I know you, I'm comfortable here." The difference between the 4 is usually visible in the speed. Fast and repeated means defense or food. Slow and one time means curiosity or trust. And what separates a stress bite from the others is what follows it. Not just the bite itself, the behavior that comes after. Color, movement, appetite. You read all of it together. When your fish bites your finger, it may actually be sending you a message. Maybe it's testing you. Maybe it's waiting for food. Maybe it's defending its space. Or maybe it's been under stress for a long time. But now you know this. That tiny little gesture isn't random. The world behind that glass is far more complex than most people ever realize. Because fish aren't just swimming, they're learning, they're remembering, they're responding. And most people, once they realize that, never look at their aquarium the same way again. Has your fish ever bitten your finger? What species was it? Was it a gentle tap or a real attack? Write it in the comments. I read every one. In the next video, we'll get into why fish sometimes suddenly crash into the glass and start swimming like they've lost their minds. If you're curious, the button is right below. See you under the water.